Be drinking. Hi, I'm Kimberly Edwards with CookingWithKimberly.com, and you see I have a special guest today. She's my very first special guest, and she is my mommy. She is Ingrid Turner. You can find all of her information at IngridTurnerToday.com. Today, what are we doing, Mommy? We're making Pirozhki.
Yes, we're making Pushki.
Now, Pirozhki is a Russian-German Mennonite recipe. It's been passed down through generation to generation in our family. It's something we enjoy. We fight over these bad boys. Basically what it is it's a torpedo-shaped dinner roll, I guess, with meat filled in it. And you can eat it as a snack. You can take it on the go. You can eat it as a side dish. You can have it for breakfast if you want. And it can be a main dish because it has meat. And my best friend actually says they're like little, beautiful little meat pies, torpedo-shaped meat pies. So, what are we doing today, Mommy? What are you going to show me? What's the first step?
Okay, the first step is we're going to scald the milk.
Okay.
Make sure it's nice and warm.
Okay, so
not hot.
Here's your milk. We've already done, I just did a tutorial with my mom to show you how to scald milk. I also have a link in this post on the site about this recipe that will tell you exactly how to scald milk and what we did with the tutorial. So we've scalded the milk.
Yes.
Bam. Okay.
And we've put the water and the sugar into a bowl, and we sprinkled the yeast on top. We're waiting for it to finish blooming.
Okay, so this is 3 cups of milk. We have 1.5 tablespoons of traditional yeast, not fast rising. And what did you put in? Sugar? Half the sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to try and keep you up to date. This is also a recipe I've been begging Mom to write down. It's like pulling teeth to get some of these recipes because she just does it by feel and look.
Yes.
And I'm like making sure we get it down to teach you and so that I have it forever.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
All the nieces in the family feel that they want to learn how to do this because even some of my sisters don't do it anymore.
And that's why I originally started CookingWithKimberly.com was to get our family recipes for my family, and it just blew up to you guys all over the world.
Okay,
let's grab it, Mommy.
Okay, so first we're going to put
large
in this
mixing bowl.
Yes.
Now, the yeast has been bloomed. We will explain that in the blog post. Check the instructions. The yeast has bloomed with 1 tablespoon of sugar, warm water, not hot. It's ready to go.
This is the other tablespoon of sugar.
Okay, it's going into the large mixing bowl. I'm going to show you exactly what Mommy's doing.
And the salt.
Okay.
The salt in. And the shortening. Shortening going in.
Now that's 1 cup of shortening, 3/4 of a cup.
It's
half a cup. Half a cup of shortening
and 1/4 of a cup of butter.
Now that's table salt you used. It's 1 tablespoon of table salt.
Get that out.
Regular iodized goodness, I guess. Now, Mommy, you are German. And our family was German, but they lived in Russia. They came from a small village that you told me earlier called Continusfeld? Continusfeld. And these are our Mennonite recipes. A lot of the ones I'm going to be showing you with my mom that have been passed down.
Hot milk.
Hot milk. Basically, you're putting the hot milk in so that you can melt the butter and the shortening in. So it's evenly combined and dissolved before you even start trying to add it to the flour.
Mm-hmm. Now, stir
simple
this
stuff,
around.
guys. You're gonna stir it around.
Try to melt a little bit of it. A greater portion of it should be melted.
Okay. Now, you're using a Polish or Ukrainian style butter.
Yes.
Which is much more tasty. I'm not going to tell you the brand name. I'll tell you in the blog post. It is much more, for lack of a better word, buttery. It tastes nicer, has less preservatives in it. It's creamier. Once you try this butter, you are going to be like, why am I eating regular butter from the store? It's gross compared to this stuff.
We don't want to lose any of this. Can you just scoop that in for me, sweetie?
Go ahead. Keep it moving.
She warned me. She said, Mom, we've got to be done in a certain length of time. So here we go.
We're going to have 3 parts to this recipe, only for time purposes, because it does take a long time for the dough to rise. And in between, it's just, there's no point otherwise unless you just want to hear us chat about nothing, which we would never do to you.
No, the recipe calls for half traditional flour all-purpose and half white bread flour. Well, I have mixed it half and half in this great big container because I do so much baking. But you might want to keep this bag separate and then just alternate between the two.
I'm a sous chef today, and I like it.
One,
And I'm excited because I convinced her to make this. We can have it for dinner. I'm so excited.
3,
Now, how many are you putting in?
4 to start with until I'm ready to get my hands in there.
I thought you told me 5, Mommy. No? 4?
Well, usually I start with 5 for the double recipe, but for this one I'm going 4, and then we'll check it out. Maybe we'll put a little more flour in before we go ahead.
Okay. Now I'm just stirring this in to evenly combine. It's just a big lumpy ugly mess. I'm going to show you quickly. That's what it looks like. Don't even sweat it. Don't worry.
How warm is it too?
It's very warm.
Okay.
It's quite warm.
So we won't put the egg in yet.
Okay.
So there's 5.
Now, I've made these before, and I do make them, and I like it, but my mom is the expert. I feel like she's the best expert in the whole family right now. My grandmother passed away when I was in college, and so my mommy is the best zwieback maker that I know in our family.
Well, I'm the youngest of 9 children, so a lot of my sisters don't do this heavy baking anymore. You know, generally I use the my
Mixer.
big mixer.
KitchenAid. Big giant bad boy.
Yes, it's a big one. It's like an industrial one almost. But today I'm going to do it the way my mother did it, by hand, because everybody doesn't have a mixer. So
Exactly.
we want it to be easy for everybody.
It's easy.
And it
easy.
really is easy because there's so few ingredients.
Okay, so
Okay,
we've
so-
added how much flour thus far? 5 cups?
5 cups.
5 cups.
Now, this is just a plastic paper.
It's a pastry sheet?
Pastry sheet,
Let's
yes.
show them what it looks like. You've seen this in your grandma's kitchen, I'm sure. You make pie crusts on it. You do all kinds of stuff. It usually is rolled around someone's rolling pin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to,
Lightly dust it with flour.
yeah, I'm not ready to dump it out yet.
Okay.
So I'll start kneading it in here.
Okay. Now, kneading just means that you're working the dough. You're working the dough. It's actually kind of a labor-intensive activity.
My hands are clean.
It's a labor-intensive activity. My grandmother, I used to see, she'd be working. She was a strong woman, and my mom, don't let her fool you. She's tough, I'll tell you. So Mom's just kneading. You know what? I'm going to bring the computer over and show you in the bowl what's going down.
Now, I usually put this on the chair so I can reach it better, but today I'll do it out here.
Sorry, I'm working my camera. Here we go. There you go, Mommy.
Okay, this is what the inside looks like, and I'm just about ready to put it onto the pastry sheet to finish kneading.
Okay.
Okay?
Now, this is something that Grandma would make once a week?
Yes.
Or once a month?
Every Saturday, she would make the traditional zwieback buns. That's the twice baked thing. But
Zwieback actually
maybe-
literally means twice baked.
maybe twice a month she would make these things because we didn't work on Sundays, so she would get all the food ready on Saturday for the Sabbath. And
She'd usually have a bunch of people over from church.
putting sausage and meat inside of these little turnovers provided that extra nutrition.
Now, Grandma would use this as a main dish sometimes.
Yep.
Okay. And it's easy to feed a bunch of people with these. They're very delicious. You can serve them with horseradish if you like to. That's the traditional way we like to eat them. It's not necessary, but you can. Now, Mom is kneading the dough. That means you're just rolling it on top of each other.
Rolling it away and pulling it forward. Rolling it away and pulling it forward. So it gets the gluten moving.
And what are you trying to achieve?
A nice, right, to start with, I want everything thoroughly mixed.
Okay.
And you'll come out with a product that is a little bit like cellulite.
It looks and feels like cellulite, people. There's no other way for me to explain it. That's how my mom taught me.
That's the first time it rises. For the first rising, you get it to that point. But once it's risen, it'll be nice and smooth and lovely. And you'll be able to go ahead and make your little balls.
Okay, so
Now,
you're
this
adding
is just
extra
veg
flour.
flour. probably a quarter of a cup I put in there. And the rest I just spread out on the pastry sheet in case I need it. I might not need that.
Now you would only need it because it would start sticking to the pastry sheet, and that's not what you want. You want to be able to work it without it sticking.
Right.
I'm going to put this computer down.
When I use my mixer, I avoid a lot of this. I get it almost to the finished product before I put it onto the sheet. But I'm trying to help people who don't have that kind of equipment available.
May I get rid of your large bowl?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need another large bowl?
No.
To
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
I want that one, honey. I'm
same
sorry.
one?
Yes.
You want me to wash it? Or?
No. It's all
Okay.
good stuff. Yeah,
So
it's
you
all
can
good.
leave this. It has a little bit of flour, a little bit of butter and stuff. But what I'm going to do while Mom is kneading
Is
I'm going to
grease
grease
it.
this up. Now you can use, I guess you can use oil if you like to, but we use butter.
Yes,
Butter's
it's all in
better.
that little yellow thing, and you only need about, not even half a tablespoon.
Butter is better, people.
Yeah. It also, the butter gives you a better color when you bake. Actually, go ahead and bake them.
What has a better flavor?
Oh, well, of course, flavor.
Now with the svibak this is the exact same dough we use for svibak. I have that recipe on the website. It's how to bake Grandma Casper's Zvibak buns, I believe. I'm going to leave the link in the post here. It'll go along with this video. And it's the exact same dough. Zvibak, again, means twice baked. With the Zvibak, we serve it with butter. We eat jam on it. You put cheese. You put meat. You eat it by itself. These are buns that we are crazy for. It's our basic staple in our family, especially when I grew up. Can I just do this with my hands?
Yeah, of course. As long as you wash them, pal.
Oh, of course. I was born with clean hands. And I'm just greasing up the bowl just evenly. What you're going to do is, once Mom is done working this dough and getting it to the consistency and texture she wants, she's going to put it back in this bowl to rise. It's going to at least double in volume, and that's what you're waiting for. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in here in a nice bowl. You're going to make a nice ball, throw it in here, cover the bowl, not the bread, not the dough, with some plastic wrap. Then you're going to cover it with a tea towel that's either linen or cotton, that's lint-free, that doesn't have those fluffy terry cloth things like you shower with. You cover it up with that, and then just to ensure, especially in cold months when we bake, you put it in a warm, draft-free area all the time. That's never a question. But we also cover it with a bath towel to make sure that the whole thing is very warm. The warmth is what makes the yeast proof the dough. And what are you doing?
We forgot a little something. We're going to do it right now.
What did you forget?
The yeast.
Oh,
We're busy talking.
We're chit-chatting.
But you know what? There isn't anything that can't be rescued.
That's an egg.
Yes, that has to go in
The
too.
egg is going in. One egg. She's already broken it into a bowl to make sure that there's no pieces in. And she's just kind of whisked it up a tiny bit. The spatula? I don't know.
There we are. It's okay. Oh, all right.
Now, the yeast, I'm going to wash my hands in a second, but the yeast is in warm water. It's a tablespoon and a half of yeast. She's not using bread machine yeast. Make sure it's the right traditional kind. I'm not going to say the brand name, but there is a brand name that we use on a regular basis. Go ahead, Mommy. I'm going to wash my hands.
Yes, we're chatting. I thought we weren't using enough flour. That's okay. It's not the first time we've done it this way.
That's okay,
And that's
Mom.
life, isn't it? Things never work out the way you expect, but there's nothing that can't be remedied.
This is live cooking. That's how you know. And that's how things happen in your household, I'm sure.
Well,
and in your
especially
kitchen.
if there are children running around and
Or
telephones
doggies.
ringing and dogs running out. Yes, of course. Sometimes the dogs even show up on the screen.
I'm sure that Grandma had a lot of distractions with
She did.
9 children. I'm the youngest. My mom is the youngest of 9 children. I'm the youngest of 27 grandchildren.
Yes.
And I haven't had children yet, so there's 50, 60 great-grandchildren.
50 something.
It's a big family, and we all want svibak and pirozhki. Pirozhki is a real treat because it doesn't always get made.
Another cup of flour in here, please. So that would be probably 7 now.
Now my mom's hands are completely dewy. I'm going to show you what's going on with the dough in a second. Just sprinkle it over.
Yes, sprinkle it. Thank you.
Go ahead,
That's
Mommy.
good. That's good for now.
Sorry.
I look like I have gloves on.
15.
15? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay, this is what it looks like. She's just kneading the yeast back in, and the egg.
Okay, now we'll put some flour on the board.
Okay, this is a half recipe of this Zwieback dough, which I must say, Mom made some amazing Pushki and Zwieback for a family shower the other day for my cousin, and she made extra Pushki meat filling. We'll also explain to you how to make that in another video. But today we're finishing it off. I'm excited because we get to keep this batch, but it's half a batch.
There we go.
I need another bowl. Top, Mommy?
Oh yes, this is hard work, you know. It's a wonder that I don't lose weight when I do so much of this. I guess it's because I eat too much. But it is really quite delicious. And everything our mother made, really, you know, it's always better.
Okay.
This will be coming together.
We're quickly
really
kneading
nice.
it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna re-grease this bowl.
Oh boy. Well, that's life, Kim. I can't believe we did that. Well, you know, this might happen to you at home. And just don't panic because, as I said, nothing that can't be remedied.
We're troubleshooting, people. This is real stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
We're almost ready to put it into the bowl to rise.
Now, you can see that it kind of looks lumpy like cellulite. Goes to the side. I'm going to wash my hands. Keep talking, Mommy.
Yes. Just scoop up any little crumbs that are on the side. That's all good stuff. It will all rise because we have that wonderful yeast in it. And the egg helps too. It just makes it a little richer with the egg.
Now, you said there's a poke test. Now, the poke test, what are you accomplishing with it?
Okay. Now, it should reach a stage where that looks a little like cellulite, don't you think?
It's a little bit lumpy.
Okay, you put your thumb in and it springs back pretty well. Ish. Yes. And that, you know, that tells you that you've worked the gluten through it. It has a nice elasticity, just enough elasticity, and the texture is great. Okay, let's put it in.
Okay.
Ready to go, Kimmy.
It's in the grease bowl. I'm coming back so you can see.
Cover it with the
Plastic wrap, which is where? Right here. I had it right here, dear. Here it is.
We have such a long kitchen. You can go ahead and say all that.
Okay, so what she's doing is she's covering it up with the plastic wrap. We're going to cover it up with a nice linen tea towel.
Where you go?
We're going to we're about to put it into a draft-free warm area to double in size and volume. It's going to take roughly how long? Ish?
Anywhere from half an hour to 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So after the half hour, 40 minutes, it's going to double in size. And then we are going to show you how to fill the Pirozhki, how to form them and how to fill them with the meat filling. And then we're going to bake them.
Yes, we're going to bake them, and they're going to be so delicious.
It's going to be awesome. There we go. Troubleshooting.
You're such a good helper.
We survived. Mwah, we survived. Happy Mother's Day out there for sure to everybody. I hope you enjoyed my first special guest. We'll be back with the second video in a hot second.
And cook with your children. Bake with your children. Always.
Yes. Okay, so make sure you go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to me, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. Go to the Facebook fan page and like it.
Love it.
Love it. Love it. Click love. Facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly and follow me on Twitter @cookingwithkime. This is Kimberly Edwards from cookingwithkimberly.com and my beloved mommy, who's such an awesome chef and cook and baker, go to ingridturnertoday.com and check her out for sure. I hope you guys eat deliciously. Have a marvelous day. Ciao. Mwah.